Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is June 7th, 2021. This is StockCast, your pre-market show. My name is James Mason. With me is Todd Derby. Todd, how are you doing this morning?
Doing good. Good morning. Make sure you hit that, not you, but everyone else, Make sure you hit that like button. Helps build our audience. And doing well. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
Yeah. And if you guys didn't know that YouTube has a new policy that if you don't hit the like button and drop a comment, that they cut it off in 60 seconds.
Ooh.
So, just saying. Glad there's no fact checks on here. All right. So pre-market, we are currently up 77 points. The Dow futures up 4 points. And this week is going to start off what is appearing to be boring. Pre-market is already full-blown just nothing. I mean, it's one of the reasons why we started up so late. Other than that, I have been up pretty much all night with a sick baby.
Oh, what's going on there? Puking, diarrhea.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's baby stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Todd, I've experienced a lot of things done with the human body over my years of starting off in the fire service and then working my way into government roles and things like that, especially in combat zones. I can deal with anything that happens to the human body, any possible thing that can happen to the human body, except for poop and throw up. I don't know what it is about those two. Anything else, not really that big of a deal, but man.
It's the 3-color streaming poop that's the worst. Wait till you have a little boy and you go to change his diaper and he will use his fire hose on you. You're like, whoa!
Now I know how my wife feels when I do it to her. Just kidding. just kidding. I should probably edit that part out. That's a joke. Anyways. Oh man, Todd, do you know what I learned this weekend?
No, I don't.
That I am a hedge fund manager.
You are? Don't you have to be licensed for that?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, if you ask the Weeble Rockets group on Facebook, I'm a hedge fund manager. I mean,
dude, that group is so freaking toxic. I haven't posted in there for a while. I'm done posting for there. It is the worst. Can't
help them. Can't save them from themselves.
Yeah,
I mean, it's unreal. The level of ignorance.
we you know what? If we can take their money from them, take it from them, and say, hey, give us their money, let's invest it to you. I mean, quarterly, we just give them back 90% of their initial investment. Mm-hmm. They would be really, really happy people.
Oh, for sure.
We don't even have to make them money. We just have to give them back 85 to 90%, and they would be happy. It is such a dumb group.
Like in the end, you know, a lot of them are singing praises. So you have two people who are actually in there singing praises about AMC. The ones who have been in since under $20, and then the others who are just trying to get people to jump in because they jumped in at $50. And they need people to keep it up. Now, I'm not against AMC by any means at all. I don't care if it goes up or down. That's just me. I'm not trading in either direction. It's just not at a point right now for me to go long or to go short in. There's a lot better plays out there instead of just gambling. And that's what these people are. They're gamblers. They have the gambling mentality. Nothing more, nothing less. I mean, it's just that simple. You can't from someone who's experienced and has only been trading for like, what is this, like day 34 for me? I've been trading, Todd.
Yeah.
But like anyone who's experienced, you know, if you try to just speak any logical sense to these people, man, you will just get a barrage of attacks and accusations. I mean, there's no help for them, and they're just going to have to lose their money. And what's what's sadly, but also funny at the same time is, man, this happens every few months. There's always a FOMO stock that everybody is chasing. And then I'll be like, hey, watch out for this, watch out for that. And they're all the time like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're a hedge fund manager. Oh, you're just mad because you didn't get in on time or you got in too late. And I'm just like, look at how dumb you sound right now. Like how you just go around accusing people on the internet, just random crap like you didn't get in on time or you're too late and you're just mad or you're a hedge fund manager because I say something that doesn't make them feel good about what they're doing. I mean, it's just stupid. It's frustrating because I truly do care about traders. I really do. And I hate to see traders lose their money, especially over something that's just so freaking stupid. I mean, if you were in AMC or GameStop when it was low, hey, I mean, if you want to hold, okay, cool, whatever. I mean, you have such a good entry. But there's a lot of people who bought above $40. There's people who bought in the $60 range for AMC. And everybody's screaming, don't sell, hold, it's going to go up. You can't talk in absolutes when it comes to the stock market, like especially something like AMC. It's a pump and dump, nothing more. So that's just my little AMC rant for today. And, and if you don't agree with my opinion, you're just an old AMC bot or a hedge fund. You're a bullish hedge fund manager. That's what you are.
Yeah, I think we got probably 4 or 5 hedge fund managers listening on our show, which is important.
Yeah, chances are I make more money than a hedge fund manager. Just saying. I mean, now there's some top. Don't get me wrong. There's some top hedge fund managers that make billions,
sick money.
Yeah, but most of the hedge fund managers making 200,000. That's the majority of them, if they're lucky to make that much. Most of them actually don't make it in this game for long, believe it or not.
Stress kills them, or that first step off the ledge.
Literally. Literally. Oh man. All right. Let's see. Let me share some charts. That's the wrong thing.
So I'm going to answer a couple of questions here. Team Matt's asking you, are we actual financial advisors? No, we are not. We're a couple clowns up here talking about red lines, green lines, and tickers. And so you should not follow our advice.
Actually, we don't even give out any advice.
Sometimes we're in costumes.
What's that, Todd?
Some days we're in costumes. We're here to have fun.
There is truth to that. I mean, there is truth to that right there. I mean, but for that person who had asked that question, and a lot of people actually may not know this, but if you are a financial advisor, it is against your regulations to be on social media talking stocks or financial stuff. And if you are doing it, man, boy, oh boy, I would hate to be you when you get busted.
Yeah.
You won't hold that license for long.
Or the Hamptons Cottage Ave.
Yeah, so just going through the comments right now, I'm seeing a couple people talk about predictive oncology, ticker POAI. Things having a nice little pre-market push up here, but we're still waiting on that catalyst. So guys, for the mail call segment, it is TD Ameritrade just emailed me a question I had asked them. Never mind. I'm just gonna discard that one. Anyways, man, I lost my whole train of thought there because you just have to understand the email and what I asked these guys in the Hard to Borrow program. It was kind of a jerky email, but I had to lay out some truth to them because their Hard to Borrow program sucks. Like you can never get any shares they're short with. It's just unreal.
But it's free, I think.
It is, yeah. But you would think, literally the largest retail brokerage firm on the market would have shares the short in everything. But nope. It's just, I don't know. I find it odd, to be honest. But anyways, POAI, predictive oncology, we're still just waiting on that catalyst. I mean, it's going to do its thing until we get a catalyst. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's just the way it's going to play out here. But, oh yeah, this is what I was saying about, hold on a second. I'm looking at my scanner. Sorry, I was just seeing a little bit of movement. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'm all over the place this morning. I'm just trying to look for something to really give out that's just good. It sucks when pre-market sucks.
Yeah, there's nothing going. It's a slow morning for the market. I mean, there's in the couple that are going, there's no volume, so you can't even act on them. You literally have to wait till the opening of the market.
Yeah.
So, Team Man asked another question. Are you the creator of TTBB? James is the guy that the brains and that wrote the algorithms for a couple of our products, and then the other three of us are his partners that we carry the buckets of water for him, but he's the breakthrough on the operation.
Yeah, I make Todd, Johnny, and Jeffrey, like when we're out anywhere together, I make them carry me. You know, that's the part of the rules.
Well, and that brings up a really good point. Can we add another partner or two then? Because
hey, no fat shaming. You can't do that. This is 2021. What are you doing right now?
I'm a fat boy. I can shame all I want.
But anyways, what I was saying about the mail call segment. Guys, this is not customer support. I'm just going to ignore your text messages if it's a customer support question. Like, we have so many avenues for customer support with the TTBB, the Transparent Traders Blackbox, and I'm not trying to make StockCast show about the Transparent Traders Blackbox. I want this to be a show that benefits everybody, not just the TTBB membership. And let's keep the TTBB stuff out of the StockCast show. I would appreciate that. Literally all of the text messages except for one that I've received since Friday morning have been just asking questions about something to do with how to use the TTBB. So anyways,
for some reason, I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. So let's look at the only question that I got, and that was for Microsoft. So the question was, Microsoft, I feel it's bullish above 246.59. I'll use a stop loss of 245.52 and a target of 248.77 and a second target of 251.75. Well, for this gentleman who actually texted me this on Friday, we can see how this bad boy ran, and you were spot on, my friend. Spot on. So I guess there's really no point in talking about that. I mean, they called it. Bullish at 246.59. My range right there was 246.54. Let's see, their stop was 245.52. And let's see, might have gotten stopped out at this candle. Now, I haven't checked on TOS to see if these candles were correct, because sometimes what's weird with TradingView is TradingView every once in a while will print a candlestick that has some kind of gnarly wick on it, and it's actually not even accurate. Like, Todd, you remember there's like pre-markets to where we would be going to short something, and we'd be like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" And it would just like put us in a panic. And really, it's trading view candlesticks creating radical wicks that didn't even happen.
It'd be like a $4, $6 range, and there would be no prints on it, but it would show like a high of $6 and a low of $2, and it'd be trading like at $4.10.
Yeah, talk about screw up your whole technical analysis and a trade and everything, especially if it's like going against you. I mean, it'll cause you to panic sell. I mean,
absolutely.
But yeah, so for the gentleman who called out Microsoft in the text message pre-market, and sorry I didn't get to this on Friday. I received the text message when the show had started, but you were spot on. So kudos for that.
Remember LBJ John 15. Thank you for the $2 in the tip jar, and he's asking about ticker symbol UWMC.
What is it again? UW?
Umbrella, William, Mary, Charlie.
UWMC. Let me pull this up. Last update for short interest on ticker UWMC. 11.6 million shares being shorted, and short percent of the float, 14%. Days to cover, 1.2. Share structure, outstanding shares, 103.1 million shares. The float, 82.7 million. And this company is in the financial services sector. So the one thing about financial services is it can get kind of hard to have a legitimate catalyst to push it up, but nonetheless, if there is a technical setup on it, you can still trade it and make money. That's the only thing that matters. All right. So looking at this again, because we can see that we've already charted it out in the past. So Friday it closed out at 886. Pre-market is now at 886, and we're actually about ready to have this non-EMA break above this literally 886 range right here, and that is a key place to start to really look at this. So if the physical non-EMA on the daily chart breaks above that 886 range, we do stand a decent chance for this thing to probably quickly shoot up to about 956. And then if we break above that, we can start testing these ranges around 1050 and there. But, again, with this being a financial services company, it's really hard to get a lot of people to jump in on this since there's really just a lack of news. So move that stop loss up and do not be afraid to take profits. And again, thank you for that tip. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
I actually got a text message from another social media influencer in the trading community, but I'm not going to say their name.
Are they watching you right now?
I guess.
That's awesome.
They have a lot bigger following than I do. And I'm not going to say their name for like any kind of, like I don't want to like advertise for them, but I honestly, like, I just won't even speak about it, and I'll explain to you, Todd, and you'll understand why afterwards.
All right.
All right. So let me run through the comments, see what we got going on. Man, what's everyone looking at so far this morning?
Just a couple small comments about, Ryan Saul's got a few that are from the Blackbox alerts, which I don't want to go over. And then,
see, on this one, BBIG, we just talked about this one recently.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what they did. We talked about this. I can't even remember. But anyway, it's Friday with a nice gap up here. What I would watch out for is it actually pulling back below 420, because there's a good chance it can sell off. But to update you really quick on the short interest for BBIG, last update, shares short, we'll just round up to 1.8 million shares being short, 9% of the float. Shares outstanding, 28 million. The float, 19.6 million. So low float right here, and this thing is starting to push up. We are breaking above these highs right here. And again, I would just be a little concerned that hopefully this thing doesn't pull back below $4.20. Not that I feel like it would like have a massive sell-off, but me personally, I would personally have my stop loss in at 420, just so I wasn't caught holding the bag. And then, you know, if it pulled back above it, re-enter it, and my next target will be 588. So that is ticker BBIG. Let's see what else we got going on.
Take a look at ticker BBAR, Bravo Bravo Alpha Romeo.
And this thing is pushing up nicely. I'd watch out though. Let me see. Is this something that you're looking at, Todd, or?
No, one of our audience members, William Roto, is asking about it.
Okay.
He's saying he wants to look for it to drop back to 230 range and then look to pick it up, and he used the word rinse and repeat.
All right. So last update for short interest, we'll just kind of round down to 1 million shares being short, 2% of the float, outstanding shares 204.2 million, the float 54.2. So we're a little high on the outstanding share side, which is going to make it harder for this thing to push up. And with how extended this is on the RSI, I do expect it to start pulling back some. Kind of hard to say. I mean, I'd say probably start seeing some red candlesticks on the daily chart, pull back to around this 350 to 340 range, bounce off that 9 EMA, have a little more bounce, and then get rejected somewhere around up in here, and then roll over and probably sell off down to about the 200 EMA. Let me just look at this in seconds. So a lot of times what tends to happen, if you look at the long-term picture on the daily chart with the 9 and 200 EMA, is you'll see it test that 200 EMA, you know, however many times. But once it kind of starts to flatten out and going sideways over the longer term, and then you start to actually break above that 200 EMA for the first time, it will usually kind of just get above it briefly and then pull back, touch it again, and then bounce, and then have its little bullish push, wherever that may be. And then it will pull back, and then that second run is usually a fake out, and then it usually breaks back below the 200 EMA. So it does appear, according to that logic, and again, just because that tends to be the thing that happens doesn't mean it's going to be the thing that will happen here. But if I was personally in this thing, knowing how often I do see that setup actually happen, I would probably feel pretty comfortable in this trade in the terms of holding this for however many weeks. If I was already in this, I don't have a plan to get in this, but I'm just saying, and I'm just kind of basing that off of that logic with that technical setup that tends to happen. So that's really all I can, say for ticker BBAR. Personally, it's not something that I would trade since there's so many shares outstanding. But that doesn't mean you can't trade it and that this thing won't make you money. All right. Let's see.
William Schmidt, thank you for the tip jar donation. And then he's asking about ticker GBS.
GBS.
Comet's been a downtrend since the IPO, and I believe he has a micro float.
Ooh.
Surfing Dragon gives it. Hit the tip jar too. Very nice. Thank you.
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I feel like a stripper. This is our equivalent, Todd. This is our moment to be on stage right now. This is our pole that we're twirling around, Todd. You and I together on the pole together, twirling.
I'm not twirling and taking my clothes off for $5.
Okay, so this one is actually pretty interesting. It had its IPO hit a high of 1424. This is ticker GBS. That's an update for short interest. 100,000 shares being short, 1% of the float. Shares outstanding, 12.3 million with the float of 9.6. Ooh. And it's a healthcare stock. Hold on a second. I just had to write this ticker down. If it's healthcare, bio, pharmaceutical, anything like that, and if it's a low micro float, boy, that's what I love. Because they usually have catalysts, since literally their entire company structure is all about research and development, which is exactly what a catalyst is. So I do love that it's beat down. The only negative is I hate that it's so recent of an IPO, but we might be all right here. I'm actually going to do some more research on this later on, and because I want to find a true hardcore catalyst to actually give me something to believe in right here. But hold on, let me chart this out really quick. Based off of what I know right now is I don't know of a catalyst, like I just said, but looking at the technical setup, there are two ways that I would like to see this work. One is if I can find a catalyst, and I don't care how far out the catalyst is, but if I can find a catalyst and this thing breaks below 237, because I actually want to see it bleed off more so I can get more shares for cheap. I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to get greedy here. But that's if I actually know of a catalyst to give me hope in actually making that move. Now, since I don't know of a catalyst here, really the only thing I can go off of is a technical breakout, and I would have to see that physical non-EMA cross back above 385. And my first target would be 568, with my second target being 730. So that is what I see for ticker GBS. And I love that share structure. Man, that is beautiful. William, you're the man for bringing that one up.
Thank you, William.
But
all right.
Yeah. So oh, I am not breaking out the bow tie. All right, everyone. So the bell is roughly in 6 minutes. So just remember, trade safe, trade smart, move your stop losses up if you have profit. Market is looking like it's going to suck overall today, probably going to be sideways or choppy. And control those position sizes. I cannot stress that enough. So thank y'all for jumping in today. We appreciate it. And I'll try to do my best to start up a little earlier tomorrow. So other than that, y'all take care, and we will see y'all in the next one.